everybody, I'm Anna, I'm one of the two mythical unicorns, and today we're talking about What If It's Us by Pekka Albertalli and Adam Silvera. And I loved this book. I loved it so much. It made me so happy. A little while ago we did a tag on Bastille and we were talking about books that made us happy. Had I read this then, this would have been the obvious choice. This just made me so happy. It's just so cute. So yeah, let's talk about the book. It is about Arthur and Ben in New York City. And Arthur is from... He's not from New York. He is from some small town somewhere else. I don't remember where, and I'm not very good at United States geography, so I can't say where. But he's from some other smaller town, and he's in New York doing a summer job or internship due to his mom being a lawyer at this big firm, and she's helping out with some case, so he got an internship and he's there for the summer. And then it's Ben, and Ben lives in New York, and it's the first day of summer break, and he has just broken up with his boyfriend, and life is not great because he also has to go to summer school where his ex-boyfriend is. So life is not good for Ben. Well, I guess it's good, but it's not great. You know what I mean. So Arthur, he is still amazed by all this New York feeling, and he's running an errand. I think he's getting coffee or something like that. But on the street he passes these two twins who look very funny. And then he meets this guy's eyes, who's just on the other side, and they're like, huh, that's funny, they are so weird. And this guy is really cute, so he decides to follow that guy into the post office, where he has nothing to do. He's not supposed to go to the post office. But this guy has a big box and he's gonna mail it, so Arthur goes in. And this guy is Ben, who is mailing his ex-boyfriend's stuff to the ex-boyfriend. And that is how they meet. And Arthur believes in love at first sight. He's very romantic. He has not been ruined by the world yet. And Ben, he's heartbroken because he just broke up with his boyfriend. And that is what this is about. And I'm not gonna say anymore to spoil it. And I thought it was so cute and so sweet, and it was very funny with the contrasts between the two, because Arthur is this kind of small town guy who just came out and he doesn't really have any experience, and he's just happy and he feels like he has his whole life in front of him and everything is going great, and he's just amazed by New York. And then Ben, he's just like, life sucks. He's used to all the New York things, and he doesn't have as much money, while Arthur's parents have a bit more money. And yeah, so they're really different, and as when things happen. And it also takes up several different things that are just things that I normally don't think about in my everyday life, that we do need to talk about sometimes, like gay people and homophobia and how that is not okay. And it touches a bit on, well, maybe, yeah, it touches a bit on racism as well. So yeah, if you're looking for something that is quite easy to read, something that will just make you happy, a good love story, friendship, whatever, this is the thing. This is the thing to go to. Oh, I want everyone to read it and just be happy. So now let's go to spoilers. What happens after they met? There is one part in the book, and I do realize the importance of this part, and that is they are riding the train and it's quite late, and they are kind of like sleeping on each other's shoulders on the yeah, they're going on public transportation, and they sleep on each other's shoulders, and then there is this guy who gets very mad because he does not want his kid to see two boys do that kind of thing. And I do realize why this scene is important, because I'm not gay and I don't really know any gay people, so it's not like I really know anything, but I know that there is still a problem with homophobia. So I do realize the importance of the scene, because it's something that gay couples have to deal with. But it also felt a little bit like it was just shoved in there, and it didn't really have anything to do with anything that happened before. And once the scene is done and they've had their reactions, and yeah, then it's just gone. So it didn't really fit into the plot as well as everything else did. It was just like, oh yeah, right, we have to have this in as well. Let's just put it here. That is what I felt. So I thought that could just a bit more smooth. And I am a sucker for romance. Oh, happy endings. And they do not have the traditional happy ending, as you know if you've read the book, because they do break up, but they decide to stay friends because they do not want to lose each other. And I do respect that decision. Like I have anything to say about it, but I think it's a good decision. I think it's a good ending, even though I would have loved for them to stay together. But I thought it was really beautiful. It was one of those endings where it wasn't like happy la di da and just way over the top, but at the same time it wasn't just like, oh yeah, now it's over, now we're sad. It was a really good ending. I am very impressed by the ending, and I'm just like, yes, this is the ending, and it was great. And now I want a second book. And I've tried to find information if there's gonna be a second book, but I haven't found it any. So I'm just gonna live in my little bubble and hope for a second book, because they still have contact, they're still talking, they're still not telling each other that they're kind of in love with each other. So I'm just hoping for a sequel, and just more, because I really like the characters as well, and not just the main characters, because Ben and Arthur, they are very different but still really cute and sweet, and they have their own thing going, and I really like the characters. I really like their relationship. They, in a lot of romance, it's just like they fuck up the relationship for nothing, and they fight, and there's no communication, and but here it feels like they're actually trying to talk to each other, and they're trying to learn how to communicate with each other, and it's a really good relationship. So I really like that. But I also like the side characters. So Ben's best friend Dylan, and he's just a weirdo. And I loved him, and I want him to be my friend as well. And he's just going all in with this new girl he met, and he's like, my future wife, and she's just like, what? And then she's just in on it as well. And he's just so funny, and he doesn't care that he's making an ass of himself, which then makes him not an ass, because he's just enjoying life, and it's really great. And then we have Arthur's friends back home. Now I don't remember their names. But yeah, they are also cool, and they have a good relationship with Arthur, and there's this thing when they're talking about it, and they have a relationship and have been together for a while, and haven't told Arthur because they didn't want to take away his coming out thing. And they're like, well, Arthur, we've known that for a long time. We did know before you told us. And they're just so relaxed and happy with each other, and I like that as well. So I just liked all the characters. And Arthur has these two older friends at his internship, but they are working because they're older. And the two of them, they are also this. They're not that big part of a story, but you still get to know them, and I still like them, and I still want more. Please write a second book and give me a sequel. I need to know what happens. But I will be fine if there is no sequel. I can just fantasize the rest on my own, I guess. I really, really like this book. It made me so happy. Because I've read a lot of books lately where people just die. And it makes me sad. Obviously, because it's sad when people die. So when this came, and it just brightened up my world. And now I believe in people again. I don't know. But yeah, it was really good. And I loved it. And if there's anyone out there watching who has read it as well, please let me know down below what you thought about it, if you're as in love as I am, or if you have any recommendations like books that are happy like this, because I seem to just end up with the sad ones. I need happy in my life. And I think that was it. So until next time, bye!